Get him. Get him. Hit him with a pose. Yeah. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy back in the GNHD here, and welcome to another YouTube video. With the final days of the FOOTYVERSE event coming to an end, and also the release of the new event coming out, we're going to be going over our top 10 midfielders. Okay, so that is going to include the CDMs and the center mids. Once we get into the top 5, that is where I'm going to be splitting up. So I'm going to do the top 5 best CDMs that I believe that are currently in the game, and the top 5 best center mids that I believe that are currently in the game. Without further ado, we're going to get started into the list, starting with our number 10. All right, boys, our number 10 is, we're starting with the center mid. That is going to be none other than the Ballon d'Or Vitinha. Now, this card can play both the center mid and the CDM role. One thing I'm going to let you guys know when it comes to midfielders, having agility on your midfielders is very, very important, because that helps with their joystick dribbling, because we can all agree that the tackling in this game has improved exponentially and your players can get tackled even from behind. Vitinha is an absolutely amazing card. We have 4.5 star stamina, 4-star skills. He's very quick on the ball. Base agility is very good. Going into his traits, he has the high work rate, long shot taker, playmaker, finesse shot, long passer. I really enjoy using this card, especially with dribbling. Without further ado, we're moving on to the number 9. All right, boys, number 9 is going to be none other than Ballon d'Or Rijkaard. This card is one of the best CDMs, like singular CDMs. He's absolutely amazing. He's overperformed for my standards. Like, he's really good. Your CDMs have 2 jobs in this game: to win you the ball and to make passes to your more creative players. But when it comes to singular CDMs, or maybe dual CDMs, even in the CDM position, you can absolutely run a CDM that doesn't have high agility, like a Rijkaard. He does have very good acceleration. His strength is one of the highlights on this card. He's amazing. His interceptions are amazing. Now, moving on to our number 8. All right, boys, number 8 is going to be none other than Socrates. 5-star stamina, 4-star skills. Let's go into the attributes really quick. Everything on this card is amazing. My only downside with this card, like I said, if I'm going to be running center mids, he would be higher up on the list if he had like 120 agility and whatnot, but he has 105, so his turning, he turns like a truck. Him in the final third is where he's the most dangerous, so anywhere on top of the box to take power shot, finesse shot. He does have the 5-star weak foot. He has the high medium work rate, long shot taker outside of the foot, and then the flare trait. Now, moving on to our number 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 7 is going to be none other than Caicedo. He has the medium high work rate and the dive into tackle traits. Now, moving on to our number 6. Number 6 is going to be none other than Petit. Petit is absolutely one of my favorite CDMs in FC Mobile of all time. This card to me, however, is a bit of an underperformer in this update of the game currently. His standing tackle is good, his interceptions are very good. Because his agility is so low, sometimes when I try to turn with him, it doesn't work out quite as well, so I find it to be a bit annoying. He works very well in the dual CDM as well as the singular CDM. Going into his straights, he does have the high work rate, dive into tackle, and long shot taker. Now, boys, we're going into the top 5, so remember, it's going to be our top 5 center mids and our top 5 CDMs. Now, moving into our CDMs, starting with our number 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 for the CDM is going to be none other than Makelele. This card is a ball winning machine. He's absolutely amazing. I know he is small, but there's one card you can resonate with this card, and it's going to be N'Golo Kante. Okay, so this is like an N'Golo Kante-esque. This was N'Golo Kante before he was known as N'Golo Kante. One downside I would say when you look at a card like this is his pace and acceleration. A lot of CDMs nowadays that are getting released, especially for 113, are hitting at least 120, 127 pace, but this card best attributes come in his defending. Defensively, he has stats of a center back. His strength is very good. Agility is a bit low, so singular CDM, dual CDM, this is absolutely your guy. And then his work rate, so the high work rate, the best work rate you can ever have on a CDM. And then he does have the dive and the tackle trait. He's a defensive monster, so this is a CDM, if you know what I mean. All right, without further ado, we're going to move into CDM number 4. All right, boys, CDM number 4 for me is going to be Dunga. Okay, I have brought this card back, and because of my gameplay currently, this is the best working CDM for me. I currently run him on my main team. I hopefully hope he gets a new card in the upcoming event. This card is absolutely lethal, you guys. Okay, so I know it says he has 104 agility, but for some reason this card joystick dribbling is absolutely amazing. His interceptions are so good. Standing tackle awareness, knowing where to be at the right time. Dual CDM, I don't know about singular CDM because he's a bit on the smaller side. He is insanely good, and I do recommend him as well. That's why he's taking her number 4 spot. All right, now we're moving on to our number 3. Number 3 is going to be none other than Patrick Vieira. Yes, boys, I know he is a center mid, but I would recommend playing this card at CDM. If you run a 3-man midfield, you can absolutely play him at center mid. That is completely fine. He still works in that role. Dominating midfielder in the game. There's not much to say about this card, man. He's a defensive monster. He bosses the midfield every time he plays. His interceptions are very good. He's like a bully, and then he can also score as well. Going into his trades, he does have a high work rate, dive in the tackle, and power header. Now moving on to our number 2 for our CDMs. All right, boys, number 2 is going to be none other than Rodri. So 5-star stamina, 3-star skills. He wins the ball so much. He's so good at predicting and just being in the right spot for those interceptions. He's incredible. He can finish when he shoots, but he is mostly known for just winning the ball. Now, I would say this Rodri card, his joystick dribbling, he is very clunky when he's dribbling on the ball. Like, his turns are heavy and whatnot. So again, win the ball, pass the ball to your more creative midfielders. His strength is absolutely insane, and he's decent in the air. Now, without further ado, we're moving on to our number 1 for the CDMs. All right, boys, number 1 for the CDM is going to be none other than Roberto Silva. Of recent, I went to the Vietnamese FC Pro tournament, and I knew this card was good. Roberto Silva, I had him. I was like, this card is definitely top 5 CDMs. But after using him in the tournament and playing against him a lot more in even the regular global gameplay, currently to me, this card is second to none. He is annoying. For some reason, this card is able to intercept your passes even if he's not looking at your player. I put him over Rodri simply because he does a lot more with the ball, like dribbling wise, and he's so good, you guys. So good. Now we are going to be moving into our center mids, starting with our number 5. All right, boys, number 5 for our center mids, I'm going to give it to Roberto. I know he is a left mid, but his secondary position is center mid, and he doesn't lose any overall. Currently, this is one of the best center mids in the game. I currently use his previous version. It's the 111 one. I forgot what event he came from. Did say with my current gameplay, I like when my midfielders have a lot of agility, and Roberto, as you can see, he has the best agility, best base agility that I've seen on a card, and he's 5-star stamina, 5-star skills. Like, if you guys don't know about Roberto, now you do. The only downside I would say on this card is pretty much his strength. He's still strong on the ball, he can still do a lot of things, but because he's so small, his strength, he looks very small in game in the midfield, but he's so good, you guys. We're now moving into our number 4. All right, boys, number 4 is going to be Bastian Schweinsteiger. This Schweinsteiger, they gave him a lot more agility, and I really do appreciate EA for doing this because previous Schweinsteiger cards had less agility and he was kind of clunky. This is a box-to-box midfielder. I would recommend running a card like this in a pretty much a 3-man midfield. He cannot play cam. Don't try him at cam. I have his ultimate team of the season 1 on my second account. He's very good at finishing as well, you guys. His finesse shots are pretty good. He doesn't have the highest defending stats as well as a lot of box-to-box cards, but he's very good with the standing tackle, tracking back, and he has a lot more pace as well. So great card. Now we're going to be moving on to our number 3. All right, boys, number 3 is going to be David Beckham and Ruud Gullit. Let's start with Ruud Gullit. Now it is going to be very controversial. Like I said, I'm always honest with my opinions about cards, and they can fall anywhere on my list at any given point. Stat wise, this is one of the best, or if not the best center mid in the game. The reason he is at number 3 now is because this card feels very clunky. He feels more like a CDM than a center mid. I know he can play CDM, but I'm saying CDMs like Makelele, where he's just going to win the ball, and he's not. But agility, man, his agility is so low that it is ruining this card. To have a 108 agility and the rest of your good stats being in the 130 plus, and then your agility is 108, I don't know, man. Now moving on to David Beckham. This card has absolutely surprised me because his skill move got increased to the 4-star. I believe he's had 3-star skills previously. That makes him a lot more usable. Now, his pace is one of the best currently in the game for a center mid. Like, he has very good pace. I know his secondary position is right mid. That's why he has a lot more pace, so he's more usable. His strength is pretty decent, and then finishing wise, he is a great card. My only downside on this card and why I stay away from a card like this is because of his work rate being medium. But if you're running that 3-man midfield, I honestly don't see this card being a problem having medium work rate. In my opinion, I would even say this card can play in the cam role. I know he doesn't have it in a secondary position, but center mid to right mid, the best spot for him. Now moving on to our number 2. All right, boys, number 2 is going to be Toni Kroos and Zinedine Zidane. Let's talk about Zinedine Zidane. All right, so this Zidane card is absolutely amazing, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, he is box to box. This card currently to me is, you know, better than all of his previous versions, I would say. Again, with the agility thing, it can be a problem, but Zizou does know how to turn. His agility comes more into play when he's getting tired. One of the best midfielders currently in the game, pretty decent, and then his finishing is just second to none. Like this card, finesse shot, power shot, long shot, like incredible card. Another card that surprised me, I would say, is this Toni Kroos card as well. This card has caused me so much nightmare. There's one guy who uses this card that I don't like. He has agility, you guys. He's incredible. He is a box to box. I overlook a lot of new cards that I don't know about, and then when they perform, I get very surprised, which is what I like. Okay, so defending wise, he's very good as well defensively. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And then tracking back, pretty decent speed for a center mid, a midfielder. Ball control, incredible ball control. Now, another downside that I would say, along with the Beckham card, with the Kroos, is that medium work rate. So a 3-man midfielder is very crucial for using cards like these. Now, without further ado, we're going to be moving on to our number 1. All right, boys, our number 1 is going to be none other than Hamsik. I know he is a cam. It says cam on his card, but he can also play the center mid role. What a card this is. As well as you can run him in cam, you can run him center mid, even CDM, I would say. Agility is the best of any Hamsik card. Every time I use a Hamsik card, I'm like, his agility, please. And now he has a lot more agility. He feels very good on the ball. He's strong. His finishing is one of the best. Defensively as well, I know they give him less defending stats simply because he's in the cam role, but this is the best midfielder. One of the best currently in the game. High medium work rate, long passer, long shot taker, and playmaker. I believe his center mid version has high work rate, but the high medium's fine. Incredible card. All right, boys, and a quick honorable mention to men like Jude Bellingham. This card is still very underrated and one of the best cards in the game, so he is also very usable. If you're looking for a bit of a cheaper card that still performs very well, I would recommend this Jude Bellingham. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for our top 10s video on our CDMs and center mids. If you guys do enjoy a video like this one, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you do want to see more video like this, make sure to click this video next.